As we all know, Hisense has been known to be a bargain TV brand. You find it in all the discount stores. But a few years ago, they launched a no jargon campaign, and they're committed to be very transparent with the consumer, giving you guys what you want. So today, I'm going to show you guys the new mini LED U6K. The U6K is available in 4 different sizes, and I'm using the 65-inch on this video. Some of the improvements that they made is now it has 120 local dimming zones. So I've been using this TV for the last 3 days, just testing it here in the studio. And I can tell you one thing, it is very impressive. The fact they did raise the price up $100 over last year, it's okay because now it has the mini LED technology and some other goodies. So let's jump right into some demos. Get to the other stuff, but I want to cover the gaming first thing because I was so excited playing on this TV. Even though it's 60 Hertz, which is the majority of the games, it was smooth, fluid, and the resolution on it was crystal clear, as you can see in my demos. And I also checked the input lag, and you're talking about 10 milliseconds in gaming mode, which is very respectful. Now, if you plan on doing some gaming on this TV, you want to make sure that you put it in enhanced mode, and that's going to put the TV at its full resolution. And it also has a gaming menu where you can see the frames per second on the screen, you can see the variable refresh rate, as well as auto low latency. You can adjust your white levels, your black levels, connect it to a PC, and the great thing about that is that it's compatible with AMD FreeSync. Now keep in mind, this is a 60 Hz TV, but if you put the TV in 1080p, you can achieve up to 120 Hz, and that's an option right inside of an Xbox. And here's a look at the video modes. You can see everything's checked off, plus you can go down and check off the variable refresh rate. And then once you accept that, now you have VRR on all your gaming that is compatible. I feel this is the first stages to their gaming technology, but I will tell you, I would love to see an on-screen menu so it's easier to navigate. First, I had to go into this menu button right here to pull up this sidebar to get access. Using YouTube TV, I want to show you guys some normal content, and watching baseball, soccer, football, anything you like, the motion was smooth because it is up to 240 Hertz. But you'll be satisfied because you're going to see those inky blacks, and you can see a more vivid and colorful picture, unlike some of the models that they previously made. Another thing that I want to point out about content on your television is that if you had the older TV and you replaced it with the new one, you're going to have to update to streaming applications, new cable boxes, anything that pertains 4K, because this TV has more lines of resolution. So if you're running an old resolution source, up converting can only do so much. Now this TV will get some glare, and again, when you turn off the lights, you will see your lamps or stuff like that in the background. It's not perfect, but again, it is very presentable as far as the reflection in the TV. Now you can completely customize these TVs. Down here at the bottom, you have your calibrated settings, and you can go in there and you can adjust everything exactly how you want, especially if you have calibration software. But what I'm going to show you guys is the different picture profiles. So this is vivid, this is standard. With the energy saving, it's going to dim itself to the light in the room, so that makes everything very automatic. And then you have gaming, sports, so it makes it a little bit brighter. And then we have theater day, theater night. And again, these are just subtle changes it makes. Plus you have the filmmaker's mode. And when it comes to HDR, they have plenty of picture settings for that. Plus this TV does support HDR10, HDR10 Plus, which Panasonic and Samsung uses. And this TV supports all the major formats like HDR10, HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision IQ, where it automatically adjusts the picture, and it does support the HLG picture profile as well. And here's a look at the different viewing angles, and I can say, honestly, this TV looks fantastic. It's probably using an IPS ADS panel, and that's going to give you those great viewing angles, even from looking at it from the bottom up. Now keep in mind, HDR is usually recorded at 1000 nits, and this TV is capable of doing 600. But just playing some content on Disney Plus, I was very excited to see how bright this TV actually performed. So if you plan on watching a lot of HDR content from Amazon Prime, your Netflix, or even Hulu, I think you'll be very impressed of the brightness level and the color reproduction. So far, I'm not finding a lot of issues with this TV except for the audio. Since Hisense does make the U8H with the subwoofer on the back, I think they could have tweaked out the audio system or put a better sound system in this TV, but I recorded some footage, so Take a listen, put headphones on if you want to really hear the details. So I want to show you the operating system. We're not going to go too far into this, but you basically can add all your different programming, your TV shows, and applications right here on the home screen. At the top, you're going to find a live mode. First of all, it starts off with your Google channels, so you can basically stream your channels. And then with the TV channels, these are the ones that I added using an antenna. And you can see that it does have a guide, but you can't record with the TV. And if you wonder about the storage, this TV has 7.3 gigabytes of internal memory. You're also going to get an ambient mode, so when you're not watching the TV, you can add pictures from your Google profile, art gallery, and you can go down here and toggle all the different things if you want to have different pop-ups on the screen. So as you can see, what it will do is it'll show a slideshow of the different images. At the bottom, there's a temperature and you have a clock right there on the screen. So again, this is a cool feature to have. If you're not going to be using the TV, you can have this to turn itself on automatically. Another feature it has is casting. So if you have your Android device or something like that, you can cast your images over, but I don't think you can actually mirror your screen. Another feature it has is Apple AirPlay and HomeKit. And with this feature, you can connect it to any of your Apple devices by using the screen share feature. And with the HomeKit, you can actually hook it up to your Apple Hub so you can control it using Siri, which is a cool feature. Now, the last feature I want to show you is that under Advanced System, you also have Amazon Echo services available. And what you would do is just basically go into your setup, you're going to scan it, you're going to add it to your Alexa device, and now you have access to control some of the basic features with your different smart home devices that you have. Now I'm checking it out with a PC and it actually looks really good. I mean, the resolution comes in really clean, and I think you could definitely use this as a computer monitor, especially if you just have a small setup. So using my cell phone, this is a more close-up look. And as you can see, everything looks nice and clear. And I don't see too much fringing around the edges. So I did a lot more tests on this TV to see if I can find any type of flaws. And I came up with this. On a pure white screen, I did notice a little bit of vignetting around the edges. However, when I went over to my blooming test, it looked very solid, just like I was seeing with regular content. Now this is a motion test, and if you look at that top line, it's smooth, but it does have a little artifacts from time to time. And I think it's because of the processor that they use only have so much capabilities, and I'm pretty sure when you get into the 7K and 8K that's going to be much better with the motion smoothing built in. So yes, I will recommend this TV. You guys can go buy it very soon at Best Buy or Amazon if you're interested. I'll leave links in the description below. But other than that, it's pretty rock solid. Pretty rock solid. I'm Tech Steve. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.